Husk, how do you evaluate that one? I think we look at the goaltending as maybe the go-to one, but overall, how do you see it?
2 points, and Jacob was great for us in net. We scored a power play goal, got a shorthanded goal, and we found a way to hold on.
Can you talk about the defensive play? I'm assuming that's a work in progress, to say the least.
It's not even so much the defensive play, it's more the puck play as to how many times we gave it back to them and how often they came out of scrums or battles with it. So that's one big thing that I think leads to some of the challenges that we had tonight. So until that gets cleaned up, you can be in the right spots all you want, but you're going to take on water.
Okay, so the structure was not so much a concern tonight?
Not in our own zone. The structure wasn't horrible. It was us continually giving it back to them, which made us take on a lot of water tonight.
How important was it to see Andrew back in that sort of offensive groove that we've known he can be in?
Really important for him, coming off a surgery, coming back and trying to find his game again a little bit. So it was nice to see him get rewarded, and I felt like he got better and better as the game went on too.
That's why you saw him on that line with Lindholm and Huberto towards the end of the game. You thought he was going well for your group, give him the boost?
He was better, and I just don't think there was much going on there. So Andrew's got the ability to create, and he's also, when he's at his best, he can be tenacious, and we needed a little bit more of that.
And you know the spotlight that Jacob is in, and you know that every play is going to be dissected, just the nature of the goaltending position. So how important is it for you to see him get off to a start like this tonight?
It's not important for me. Like I believe in him as much or more than anybody on our team. So, he knows that we have all sorts of trust and faith in him. So he's an elite goaltender. And when he's at his very best, he's very hard to beat. And you look at like tonight's game, the first 10 minutes, it could have been significantly different than what it was if not for him being ready to play. So he did a great job for us tonight, as expected.
In terms of the defensive zone, it did seem at times like there were guys open in front of the net, probably more than you would.
Well, a lot on the penalty kill for sure. Yeah.
Is that a quick adjustment you guys can make?
Well, we'll have to fix it for sure. I mean, that's not the place you want to give up scoring chances at all. Yeah. But Winnipeg did a good job tonight. There's sometimes when you look at teams, when they lose games, they deserve to lose them. Sometimes they deserve a better fate. They probably deserved a better fate tonight in general.
Ryan, the home opener is always exciting, but I just want to ask you about the emotion of Chris Snow's family dropping the puck and everything that goes along with that, and trying to kind of, put that in and focus on this game.
It's a hard one. I mean, that's a big piece of our organization, and I think as with anybody in the building, when you see the family, it hits home a little bit. There's a lot of people in here that have kids. And it's tough when they lose their dad at a young age. But, the crowd did an amazing job of kind of saluting him with a nice ovation for a lengthy period of time, as well as Kelsey and the kids. So it's a tough one, but we're there with them, that's for sure.
On a personal note, is this one you'll remember as your first win as a head coach in the NHL?
I'll remember it for sure. I wish it was a little bit better of a game, but most definitely we'll remember it.
You just talk about the response after they tied the game, and that forecheck, and there were a couple shifts in a row that ended up leading to the goal that were symbolic in a lot of ways. If you guys we just don't want to go into overtime again.
Yeah.
We want to fight to get that point now.
Well, I felt like we started to skate a little bit in the third period. We started to chase pucks down a little bit more and actually not try to have to complete every single play. And I felt as the game went on, or we got late in it, the intensity ratcheted up the way it should be from guys. So the last 5 minutes, there was more kind of hard to our game, and that's what we're going to need to see for the full 60 minutes, not just when a game's on the line.
It seemed like Huberto had a couple nice moments throughout the game. It's too bad he hit the post at the end, obviously, but happy with what you saw from him?
Yeah, I mean, it's a funny game to evaluate. It's nice to get the win. There's a lot of work that has to be done with our whole team in general. He's a great player, and I think, as I mentioned many times before, I think you're going to see a lot of great things from him this year.